All right. So looking around the Big 12. Wait, do I have to do this? Because I don't have it pulled up yet. Or you have it pulled up. All right.
I have it pulled up. I
All
just
right.
figured I'd let you lead it in, Kenny.
All right. So here's the thing. All right. Here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be calling these games, and I think you will understand. Okay. I think everybody who watches this video, everybody who's live watching, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. But everybody who is watching right now, I'm going to be calling these games as a K-State fan needing K-State to get to Arlington. Okay. In my heart of hearts, I don't believe that this is going to be the case, but this is what I want it to be as a K-State fan. I want to make that known. Okay. I want to actually just allow that to be the case. Okay.
And then I'll pick them objectively. So that way you get a little bit of each. K-State fan, what we need to happen, and then objective as well.
And I'll even say this. Because I put in the caveat, right? Like, this is what I want it to be. Stevie, I will just agree with whatever score he gives, even though I've been more correct on scores. I will let him run with the torch here. But I hope you guys understand when I pick these games, this is why I'm picking them. All right. Okay, here we go. First game on the docket. We got Oklahoma State versus Colorado.
Friday at 11 a.m., man. Friday at 11 a.m. This is perfect.
In my want and need, I don't believe this is going to happen, but if Mike Gundy is the coach I believe he is going to write the craziest upset of all time. And Oklahoma State, I have Oklahoma State beating Colorado. It's funny even when I say it because I don't actually believe this is going to happen, but this is what I need to happen for K-State to get in. So Colorado will lose this game. Ollie Gordon is going to go off. It's going to be, let's say 33 to, let's go 33 to 30. Let's make it a super close game. Oklahoma State wins.
I love it.
Wins their first conference game of the year. Hey, they got a lot to play for. They're going to win their first conference in the last game of the season.
Love it. I don't see that happening. Colorado favored by 3 scores basically at this point. Over under 64.5. Always got to bet the over when Colorado's playing. I got Colorado winning 45 to 24, hitting it over. Shadur Sanders is going to go out through a bunch of touchdowns, 300 yards. Travis Hunter's crazy. Their fans are pissed after losing last week. They need help as well. Before they get help, they got to win this game, though, and Colorado's going to win this game 45-24 and get to 9-3, 7-2 in the Big 12. Moving on.
That's actually probably what's going to happen, but I just
probably.
I gotta.
By the way, neither of us talked about this before going live. But this is when you guys heard that was also the first time I had heard that. So we had not talked about that at all. We usually go right off the cuff.
I actually told Steve in my head. I told Steve about this in my head. I just didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugly game, Steve. Ugly game. I don't think anyone's going to be watching this game. It's bottom of the barrel.
Friday night. Yeah, no, I'm not watching this. The save time, UCF 35, Utah 28.
Oh, you think Utah's going to lose?
Yeah, I think UCF is better.
I don't think UCF will win this game. I think Utah's defense is pretty good, and they're going to want to stop the bleeding. I think they were close against Iowa State. And yeah, I just think Utah will probably win. I just have them winning. This has nothing to do with K-State. I'm not just going against Steve because the implications of this game for K-State is zero. There's zero implications. So I got Utah winning. Let's go 27 UCF 24.
Okay. This is a game that you and I are most excited for. Saturday night, Farmageddon 2024, dating back 107 years. I got K-State winning 27-21. I got Avery Johnson over 100 yards, 3 total touchdowns, and then on defense, VJ Payne with a little interception. K-State wins 27-21. Kenny, what was your score again?
My score was 28-24. DJ Giddens will get over 200 rushing yards. Hopefully he breaks 1,500 total for the year, because that'd be totally dope. And I'm hoping to get 5 sacks this game from the defense, hoping a lot of blitzing is going to take place.
A shitload of blitzing.
Shitload of blitzing.
Moving on. This is an interesting game. KU needs to win this game to get bowl eligible. Baylor is right there, man. They are right there fighting for a spot in Arlington as well. They need a lot of help. Had they just knocked down that Hail Mary against Colorado, man, where could they be right now? Baylor favored by only 1, over under 61.5. I'm going to go first here. I got Baylor winning this game 31. No, we'll go higher. We'll go 38-34. Baylor wins, heading to over as well, obviously. Kenny?
I actually think KU is playing better than Baylor. They're both playing top tier football right now. I think Baylor has secured their coach's job. I don't think that they do have a path to get to the Big 12 championship game. We're going to go over some of that in a little bit, but I think KU they're just popping off right now, man. They're the Giant Slayers. They're already, they're breaking records as a losing team. It's insane. This KU team is insane. They're actually playing like the team that everybody was kind of afraid of before the season. So I got them winning. I'm going to go, man, I think this is going to be high scoring, dude. I think it's going to be like 41-38. Let's do that. 41-38. KU wins.
You almost picked Baylor. You almost said Baylor.
I almost did.
And that's better for K-State as well, right? Baylor losing.
Either way, it's there's an easier path if KU wins. There's an easier path. I'll say that.
Okay.
It's a more chaotic path for K-State if Baylor wins.
This is another one of those games where it's kind of an elimination game, even though honestly both teams are probably out of it. Texas Tech hosting West Virginia. Tech favored by 3.5, over under 64.5. Every one of these games I feel like is really high scoring between Texas Tech and West Virginia. I got the Red Raiders winning 41-28. I think they're going to win by 2 scores. I don't think West Virginia's pass defense is very good. In fact, they're awful. And then Tech likes to throw the ball and run the ball as well. I just think they're better. I do.
Yeah, I just see this being a shootout game. Yeah, I'll pick West Virginia because I want the 8 6-3 team meme to come to life. And in order for that to happen, West Virginia has to win. And I'm just going to look at this comment here. He goes, who wants to see an 8-way tie for first place? Well, the only way you do that is if you get 8 6-3 teams, and then the big title game would be West Virginia K-State based on the tiebreaker rules. That would be insane. But in order for that to happen, West Virginia has to beat Texas Tech, and I'm going to pick them just because I want to see the chaos. But yeah, let's go West Virginia. Let's go West Virginia 35, Texas Tech 34. West Virginia plays a lot of these close games, so 35-34.
They do.
Throw another one.
Okay, this is an interesting game, Kenny.
Yeah, this is another one where
does Arizona get up for this game? Do they get up for it, or does Arizona State just roll?
This is a game where I'm picking where I don't actually believe my pick. I'm just doing this because it's going to help K-State. So Arizona, they're at home. If they were in Arizona, if they were in Tempe, they would not win this game. But because they're in Tucson, that helps them out a little bit. Arizona State's coming off an emotional win. Huge win. If you're Donald Trump, huge win. They're coming off a huge win. Arizona, like, they have literally nothing else to really play for except for beating Arizona State. This is all they want to do is beat their in-state rivals. Arizona State, there's still a path technically if they lose this game. So they want to win, obviously, because if they win, they're in. So it's like they have a lot to play for as well. I just, when you win against BYU in the fashion that you did, it takes a lot out of you. I said this with the BYU Utah game and then the game after that. I said you have to add the emotional element to the game. You have to add that. Like, we're human beings. We have emotional exhaustion. I think Arizona State, and I'm saying all that as if I'm really convinced that they're going to win, but because I don't think so. But Arizona State, I'm just picking them because I want K-State to get in the Big 12 title, and I'll let you pick the real winner.
Wait. Arizona State, you said, or Arizona's going to win?
Arizona is going to beat ASU. We'll do a weird score, like 39-34. 39-34.
That would be epic, man. That would be an epic game. Is there a name for this game? I need to look it up because there's got to, because K-State's got the Sunflower Showdown, Farmageddon. What is the Arizona State game called? It's got to be something crazy, right?
Cats on a Fork? I don't know.
Territorial Cup. Wow, what a terrible name.
That sucks. You guys need to do better than that.
That name sucks.
Rivalry games are always a trap. Yes, and because they're in Arizona, it's better for them.
I mean, you need McMillan to go off for 300 yards and a bunch of touchdowns. You need Fafita to play the game of his life.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I think there's actually going to be a lot of ASU fans in Tempe, or not in Tempe, in Tucson. Of course, there's a lot of ASU fans in Tempe. I got Arizona State winning this game 42-14. I mean, Arizona lost at home 31 to 7 or whatever, right. 31-14 to freaking Colorado, and Arizona State's pretty good as well. I see, the emotional part of it, trap game part of it. I get all of that. And this is all of that, right? It's every bit of that. But I just think Arizona State's way better. In fact, they have flip-flopped based off of the preseason expectations, Kenny. Everyone thought Arizona was going to be really good and ASU was going to stink. Turns out it was opposite, man. I got Arizona State winning 42-14.
Yeah, they could even end up with the record that they thought Arizona State was going to get, like 4 wins for the whole year.
Yeah, you're right.
That's so crazy, man. That's so crazy. But yeah, that's that game. I mean, it's going to be a wild game. It's going to be a wild game, but I definitely believe Arizona State's going to win. But I'm picking Arizona because I'm just trying to get K-State to the Big 12 game. Okay.
Love it.
This is the best way to do it.
TCU Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a senior game here, senior day game against TCU. TCU's finally playing pretty good football down the stretch. To save time, I'm just going to do this quickly. I got TCU winning. Close game. We'll go 31-28. TCU wins.
Yeah, I think TCU's going to beat them way worse than that. Dude, TCU's offense is no freaking joke, dude. I think TCU goes over 40. Did you say 40? You said 30, right?
31-28.
No, I think TCU they're gonna hit like 48 here. 48 to I'll say 48-21. 48-21.
I dig it. Last game in the Big 12, Saturday night, 9:15. The Houston Cougars, losers of 2 in a row, hosting the Houston Cougars.
It's the Cougar rivalry.
BYU Cougars versus the Houston Cougars. The Cougar Bowl. BYU favored by basically 2 touchdowns, over under 41.5. I'm going to go quickly here. BYU wins. They end their 2-game skid. They win. I mean, Houston's defense is good, so I see why the over under is low. We'll go 28-10.
Most definitely, the Cougars will win this game. I'm calling it now, Steve. Don't argue with me. The Cougars are going to win this game. No doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind the Cougars will win, and the Cougars are also going to lose. Okay? The Cougars are going to win, and the Cougars are going to lose. So I already picked my teams, and I picked Colorado to lose and Arizona State to lose. And guess what, Steve? In order for K-State to get back to the Big 12 title, BYU can win this game. And I think they will win this game. Why? Because they're playing at home. And Houston has lots of problems. Offensively.
I'm still mad they beat K-State. I'm still mad about that.
Houston has lots of problems on offense. And BYU, they are still a good football team. They're playing at home. The crowd is going to be insane. It's going to be insane. What time is this playing? What time are they playing? 9:15. Another night game. Yep, everything's going against Houston on this game. So I believe, and now actually, Steve, it looks like this game is the one that's going to maybe not play for anything, because if everything falls in chaos, then maybe not. I don't know. But if BYU wins, the way I have my whatchamacallit, the scenario pulled up, it'll be BYU, K-State in the Big 12 game, which is what I really, really want.
I want that so bad. I want that
more than anything.
Yep.
I want a rematch for the first game of the season. So I've got BYU winning 28, Houston 10. 28-10.
Dude, we picked the exact same score.
Did you say that? Oh, man, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, that's the exact same score.
I'm going to go 28-9.
He prices righted me. He prices righted me.
I'm going to prices right your ass. 28-9.
Oh, shoot. And that, here we go. BYU versus K-State would be the best outcome for the conference. I could see that. I think BYU getting in
Colorado fans do not agree. Neither do Arizona State fans.
I think BYU getting in is the best for the conference. I don't think it matters who they play, but I would love it for K-State to get in there. But that is the score predictions for Week 14, last week of the season here in the Big 12.